welcome to Live with Joy. Let's give it a few minutes for everybody to come in and find that post, and we'll go over what we are going to be doing today. We are going to be bringing it down and onto that floor, so you'll see I have a mat, and that's the only thing that you're going to need today, and I will mention that as we start to get everybody to gather on. But once you do join, make sure that you grab that mat and your own body. That is all that you're going to need today. We're going to slow down that pace a little bit today, and we're going to really take it to the center of the body and bring it all into the core today. So that is going to be our focus. We have a little bit of a focus day, and it's going to be all about that center, okay? Really controlled movements today. We're not looking for intensity. We're looking for control, and we're looking for core activation, which is what I named and labeled this workout today. Core activation. We want to activate that core. The core is the center of the body, part of the foundation of the body, and we really, really, really want to pinpoint that center, get it as strong as we can, because that really helps to stabilize the entire body. So that is where we're going to be today. It is all about core activation. You will need a mat. That is all that you will need today. We will be taking it on the floor. We're going to warm up on our feet, since this is where probably everybody's starting. So we'll get a little warm up on our feet, and then we're going to take it down to the floor, and we will be grounded the entire time. Now, a couple things that you can do to help you. You can have a small pillow handy or a rolled up towel to put behind your neck or your head for some of those exercises. If you have a hard time holding your head up, you will have that pillow there to help elevate you, or you don't have to lift and lower so far to the ground. Also, if it's hard for you to, depending on the rounded back that you might have, sometimes you kind of get this when you put your head down on the floor, so that pillow will help to elevate it as well. We have two positions where we'll be on our back, and then we'll be rotating, but that is where you would want that pillow or rolled up towel when you are lying on your back face up to help you with that neck support if you need it, okay? So basically what we're going to do today, we've got 4 circuits. We have 3 exercises per circuit. Everything is 30 seconds. So we're going to activate that core in 3 different ways in each circuit. The first exercise is going to be an isometric hold. So that is no movement at all. We are just holding that position that we're in and really activating and engaging that core in a steady position. Second exercise, we're going to add some movement, just some straight movement, and we're going to activate the core with that movement. The third exercise is going to be activating it with some rotational movement. So you've got that isometric, no movement, we have a straight movement, and then we have a rotational movement. So those are the 3 ways that we're going to activate that core in each one of those circuits. And we're going to do that from 4 different positions. 1 totally lying down, 1 seated, 1 on our side, and 1 facing down on that ground, so that we really hit that core from several angles as well. Because again, when I talk about that center and that core, it's not just about what is here in the front, the abs, it is what is all around that center. So we want to really activate and hit those muscles all the way around, okay? All right, so we are going to get started. We'll start on our feet, and then we'll bring it down, and we're just starting on our feet just to get that core warmed up. So we're going to place those hands on the hips, get the legs out wide, and just tap it side to side. Tap it side to side, nice and easy. All we want to do here is start to get that center warm. So we're going to start with a little tap side to side. We're going to add some arm movement and some rotational movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hold it wide, and reach, reach, reach. Lift, and really think about stretching out through the center, lengthen up, up. 8 more right here, 8, 4, 3, 2, now let's rotate and reach across the body. Reach with that rotation. Reach and rotate. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back up to the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. 8 more. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, rotate. One more time, reach and rotate. Good, you want to really feel that center on that rotation. 4, 3, 2, and tap it, side, side. 8 more, and we hold it wide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take it wide and hold. Roll the shoulders back, take the hands on those thighs. Take it flat back down and hold. And roll it halfway up. Just get that nice stretch in that spine. Open up that vertebrae. And flatten it down. And then roll it all the way up. Rolling the shoulders back. Let's start to take it down to that ground. And I'm going to get that timer started. And then we're going to talk about our first 3 exercises. So once again, you've got a holding isometric, a straight movement, and then a rotational movement. So for our first exercise, we're going to lower all the way down, everything is straight. Now remember, if you have that arch, you have that pillow that your head is resting on during those rest periods. So we're going to either lift one leg or 2. So I'm going to show you with one first. So you'll start with the right. You're going to hover that right leg. You're going to hover your arms. You're going to tuck your chin in slightly, lift the shoulders off the ground, and this is your hold right here. Looking at those toes, breathing, scooping that belly down. Think about pulling that belly button down towards that floor. You want to make this harder, you have your feet together and both legs up for that hold, okay? Then we're going to lower down, fingertips behind the ears, get a little belly burn with this straight movement, this nice little crunch. And then our final movement is going to add that rotation right here. You're going to do right to left, and then on the second set, left to right. We have 4 sets, so you'll do each side 2 times. All right, so we're going to start with that belly breath, that hollowing out of that belly. So you're going to either hover one leg or both. Okay, you don't have to. You can start with just one, and then you can see you can lift once you get up there. Hover your arms, pull your shoulders down. Slightly tuck your chin in as you roll up and hold right there for 30 seconds. So we're on that clock, 6 minutes for each one of those circuits. So right here with 1, if you want to activate it even further, go ahead and lift that other leg up to meet the other foot so those feet are together. Scoop that belly down. And if at any time you have both feet up, it's too much, drop the left foot, keep the right up there. So everything is covered. Really think about pulling those shoulders down away from the ears, scooping that belly down, and holding up through those abs really, really tight. Now lower down, bring the fingertips behind the ears, keep the legs straight and extended, and right here, keep some space between your chin and your chest, and press and pump up towards that ceiling, right here. Think about it all coming from the upper part of that center. So those upper abs are working. You'll feel that burn if you're doing it correctly. Don't pull at the head or neck. Just gently place your fingers behind the ears and think about all that movement coming. Fire in your center. Good. Lower down. And now right shoulder is going to come to that left knee and extend and lower back down right here. So now we've got that rotational movement to hit those obliques. Keep going right there. You got 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax down, and you're gonna go back to hover that left leg, peel those shoulders up, tuck that chin in, and you got 30 seconds now on the other side. Once again, if you'd like to lift that other foot, meet it right there, pull your shoulders down, scoop your belly down, breathe. If it's too much with both feet, just drop the right foot. It's the left that should be up right now, hovered off of that floor with the arms. Breathe. Good, you're slight tucking in the chin, but you still have space between your chin and your chest. Breathe. And gently lower back down. Take those fingertips behind the ears, extended legs, lift. And again, keep space between the chin and the chest, and think about that fire in the belly right here. You should already be feeling that fatigue, especially in the upper part of those abs right here. Breathe through it as you press. 10 more seconds. Feel that fire in those abs. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down just for a moment. And now that left shoulder is going to the right leg. Extend, hover over the ground. You're not bringing the leg back, but you can let that head come all the way down and relax for a moment. If you need to relax it even more, feel free to do so. 20 seconds right here. Working that rotation into that knee. Good, get that last one in, lower down, extend those arms, lift and hover that right leg. Lift and hover the arms, heel those shoulders up, slight tuck into the chin, looking at those toes, scooping that belly down, pulling those shoulders away from the ears, lengthening out from those fingers, and breathing right there. You've got 15 seconds. And then set number 3, 10. You got it. 5 more seconds coming up right here. Keep breathing. Make sure you breathe. If you need to release, you can release absolutely before that time is up. Bring it here. Fingertips behind the ears. Nice and easy. Lift those shoulders up and press and burn that belly right here. You should feel it right now. If you are really thinking about where you are pressing from, right here in those upper abs, you're going to feel that. And again, if you need to take a rest, take a rest. And then pump out a couple more. And then take a rest. If you can't stay up here the entire time, take some rest after a couple little pulses. And rest it down. Right shoulder's going to go to that left knee. Right here, cross it over. Hover the leg, but you can rest that head in between each one, staying there as long as you need to. Get that rotational movement as you come up. Rotate into that knee. 15 seconds, 1 more set left to go. Strong center right here. Breathe through it. And 1 more. Awesome. Extend those arms. Lift and hover that left leg. Hover the arms. Feel those shoulders up. Look at those toes. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Scoop that belly down. Extend and lengthen through those fingers. Stare at those toes. And breathe. You got 15 seconds right here. You need to take a break from it, take a break. If you need to rest the head on that pillow or that floor right here, at least keep that leg up if possible. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and relax. Fingertips behind the ears. Peel those shoulders up and press it out right here. Last and final set of that belly burn right here. Small little pulses, really activating that top of those abs right here. 15 seconds left to go. 10 seconds. You should be feeling that activation, that burn. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Rest for a moment. And then left shoulders go into that right knee. Opposite shoulder stays on that floor as you get that rotational movement into that opposite leg. 15 seconds, almost there. Cover that leg if you can, rest it only if you need to. That head can come all the way down and take a little rest in between each one. Good, lengthen, extend, and you're gonna make your way up to a seated position, and I'm gonna show you your next set of exercises. Let me just reset that clock, and we'll get that one ready. All right, so we're gonna sit up here. Now you're gonna be on the heels of your feet. We are going to try to hold a bow pose, but I know some of you may not be able to hold that. So your options here are arms out to the side, lower back until you feel this little activation, and stay right there, okay? Now, option number 2, take one leg up, and you can alternate that leg on each hold. Okay, so if the right is up, next time you'll hold the left up. And you just stay right here. That's gonna activate that core even further. Now, if you can do a full boat, you're coming back on that tailbone, you're lifting both legs up and opening up that chest, and you're holding right here. That's your core isometric position. Then we're gonna take those heels back down, you're gonna walk those legs out a little bit more, and now we're gonna add that movement. So the heels stay down, add movement, okay? It can be as small as this, or you can lower all the way down until that lower back hits, and then pull yourself back up. You wanna make that movement slow. Then we're gonna hold here just the right side. It's going to rotate through the spine, long arms, and back up. And then the next step is the right. Okay, so you rotate just through that right side and back up. If you can't bring that pinky down towards the floor, like I am, you'll just stay up tall and do your rotation, keeping that back position in a steady state, okay, without lowering down as you rotate. But if you can, lower and try to bring the pinky to the floor and come back up, all right? All right, so get your position right here. Get ready to lower back, lift one leg, lift both legs, or keep both heels onto that floor in 2 and 1. We're in it right here. So again, 6 minutes. Hold here. Just holding, activating that core. One leg up if you can, both if you can, right here in that full boat pose, balancing on that tailbone, and really, really engaging that center. So it's that center that keeps you balanced in this position. Okay, but work on where you need to be. Both heels down, one leg up, both only if you can. Good, nice and easy. Bring yourself down. Walk those feet out a little bit. And then again here, slow. Now this might be the only engagement you have, totally fine. If you can go lower, find that position where you can go. If you can go even lower, our goal is for that lower back to hit, and then pull back up. So we're not going all the way down until our shoulders hit. It's just that lower back, and then pull by activating those abs to bring yourself back up. So you're gonna see where you can go. Good, hold up nice and tall, and again, either rotating just the right, sitting up tall, or lowering down and pulling yourself back up. So your goal here will be rotating and getting that pinky finger onto that floor with a straight arm. Rotate and back up, and again, if you need, sitting up nice and tall. You can even extend those legs fully if you're here, if you need to. Good. And relax. Hug yourself in. Take a little break. And then reset yourself. Lower back to where you can. Left leg up or left and right. Balance and hold. Stay there and breathe. Open up that chest. Make sure you're not rounding and collapsing here. You also have to make sure you have that good posture. So one or both legs down if you need to, okay? Hold that good form right here, 10 seconds. Good, bring it up. If you want to take that little hug right here, and then sit it up, walk those legs out a little bit, and slowly add that movement now, wherever you can go. Again, if you can go lower, goal is just to tap that lower back, get that lower back on the floor, and rise back up from there. Ten seconds. Slowly. This is all about complete control of that center here. Good. Again, hug yourself in if you need. Hold it up, and now left. Either just that twist without the movement, or you lowering down, trying to bring the pinky finger to that floor, and then rising back up. And you want to follow that hand, whether you're here on that spine twist, or you're lowering down. You're following that hand, and you're coming back up. That other hand just remains in position without moving. Good, and hug everything in. Reset, lower back for your hold. And again, if you can, right leg up, open up that chest. If you can, both up, holding and balancing. I'm gonna take one down, hold here, focus on just the one. 15 seconds, you need to drop it, drop it. You will also feel this in your hip flexors. Your hip flexors are helping you stabilize that body. So you might even feel that more than your center, but your center is definitely at work. Good, bring it in, take a little hug if you need. Walk those legs out and start to move. Slowly. And then pull yourself back up to that seated position. Think about what is happening here and how that center really needs to help you get through this movement, no matter how little or big it is. Good, hug it in if you need. Reset and rotate. Follow that hand as you rotate and come back up center. In between each one. You got one more set coming up and you're done with these. So you're almost there. Do what you can. You can only do a couple, and then you need to stretch or break from position. Go ahead and do it. Let's get that final set in. Take that little hug. Get ready to reset. Lower back to where you can hold. Lift the left foot if you can. Both feet if you can. Drop down where you need to. Open up that chest. Breathe. You gotta breathe even though you're holding. You're not doing any movement, but there is breath there. 10 seconds. Last 3 coming up right here. You're gonna feel yourself shaking. Come on up. Take that little hug. Bring it up. Walk those legs out just a little bit to a slight bend. And lower down. And pull yourself back up. Find that control. Again, even if the movement is only this big, find that control where you can be. And we're going to finish up that last one. Good. Give yourself that little hug if you need it. Reset yourself back up and into that twist. Either up right here or lowering, bringing that pinky to the floor and then pulling yourself back up. Really starting to activate that rotation. 15 seconds. Good, and relax, hug it in. Good, and let's even take it down and stretch it out right here. And then we're gonna be rotating onto our side. So our next 3 exercises are going to be here. First, you're gonna rest your head on your arm, pillow if you have and you want to. Okay, both feet are together, fingertips are on the floor in front. You gotta engage those abs so you can lift both feet off the ground, and this is your hold right here. So your head can remain rested here. Think about that center helping to lift those legs up. Then we're gonna pop it up, fingertips on the floor here, and we're gonna get movement lifting those hips up and down. You wanna make this move harder? Take your hand, place it on the hip. Even harder, take that hand and bring it up. And then on your last and final move, you're gonna hold that hip up, rotate, that's your rotation, reaching through and underneath the body and back up. Now, option, hip down, and get your rotation here, okay, on that last move. So you don't have to have that hip up if that's too much. So we're gonna do one side, rotate to the other, and back. So you only have to do each side 2 times. So let's lower down onto your first side, resting that head on your arm. Extend and lengthen those legs, stack them feet one on top of the other. Fingertips in front of you. Get ready to lift both of those legs up. And if you can't quite lift them up, just think about, keep trying, even if you can't get them off of that floor. That will still activate the abs, even if they don't go anywhere. Get set and go. You are on that clock, so those legs should now be lifted off of that floor. Keep those fingertips pressed into the ground, that head rested, and think about pulling that belly in. Okay, the more that you think about that center and that activation, the less you're going to be rocking back and forth, and the more stable your body's going to be. It's really about what that center is doing. Lift and hold, and breathe. And bring yourself up onto that forearm. Keep your fingers there if you need to. Take pressure off of the shoulder. If you can take that hand on the hip, right here. If you want to elevate that hand up, lift it. I'm going to keep you here right on that second option with that hand on the hip. But again, if the shoulder starts to bother you, just lean into those fingertips or even a whole entire hand, and that's going to allow you to take some pressure off of that shoulder that is helping to hold you up. But think about lifting your body so you're not putting all your weight into that shoulder. Now we're going to lift that hip, hold, or keep the hip down, and here's your rotation, and back up. Rotation, and back up. Same thing with the hip down, right here. Hip lifted, of course, is going to activate that core even further as you do that rotation. seconds, and then remember, you've got to switch sides. So you're going to get to take the pressure off of this side and work the other side. Good, get that last one in. Let's rotate. Lower down, fingertips on the floor, feet stacked, lift and hold. So there's no movement here. It's just about staying in this position. Breathing through it, engaging that center, trying to be as steady and as solid as you can. And breathe. Hold and engage that center. Think about what that center is doing. And release. Pop it up onto that forearm. You can keep those fingertips on that floor, hand on that floor, or bring that hand on that hip, or again, extend and lengthen it up, and you can lift the lower from here. So you want to see how you feel where you're at. If you need to, again, put that hand or fingertips, hands you can push a little more into, taking more and more pressure off of that shoulder. Good. Now, if you can, lifting the hip up. If not, keep the hip down. Lengthen that arm up and take that rotation and that lift back up. So again, now we're working that rotational movement. Because that's what that center does. It also rotates the body. So we've got to get that rotation strong. That center stabilizes you, it moves you, it rotates you. So we're trying to activate that center with everything that it's got to do in your daily life. Get that last one in and rotate. And back to that hold, legs are up. Hold it and breathe. No movement. You're trying to stay as steady as you can, thinking about what is activating here through the center in order to lift those legs up. The stronger center you have, the higher you're going to be able to get those legs up. It's not really just about the legs, it's really about the center here that helps to lift those legs up. Good. Bring yourself up. Again, fingertips or hand on the floor, helping to take pressure off that shoulder, on that hip, or that extended arm. Here, already in position for that next move. Awesome work, guys. Really, again, taking that focus to the center. And not that other muscles aren't going to be working, because they are. Right now, you're going to feel your shoulder having to stabilize you, your leg before you felt it in the hip flexors. So you're going to feel other muscles working. But it's really the center that we are taking our focus into. Hips up or down if you need to, arm lengthened, and get that rotational movement now. Nice work, guys. Hang in there. We just got that other side to do, and one more position to hit, and you guys are going to be done. Good. Lower down, rotate, stack those feet, lift it, and hold. All about how steady you can be. Hold that belly in. Some of these moves, yeah, you're gonna find really hard and you might not be able to do them yet. But the stronger you get that core, the more you activate it, the stronger you're gonna get in these moves, and you're gonna get better at them. So even if you're only able to do one set, or you're able to lift and then you have to release and break from it, that's okay. I'm not expecting you to do every single thing today here. All right, lift and lower. Hands on the floor, hands on the hip, or extend it up. Okay, so don't give yourself credit for what you can do, not what you can't. And then you're gonna build on what you can do. So always think about building from the can. Good, now hip lifted, or keep the hip down and do your rotation again from here, right? You don't have to be here today, that's okay. If those hip lifts were enough in that position, then it's enough. Keep the hips down for the rotation. Here if you can. Good, lower down and release. All right, we got one more position. So watch me. We are going into that forearm plank. Why? Because that is one of the greatest ways to work that internal core strength, okay? So you're gonna definitely see it in core work most of the time, okay? So we're gonna lower down. First thing you wanna do is you can make fist, or you can keep your hands straight. I like fist because I think about how tight my fists are, and then I think about making my muscles that tight as well, okay? So you curl the toes under. First thing you do is lift your hips up. Now this might be where you can keep your plank, and that's it, that's fine. If you can get one knee up, you'll be here. If you can get both knees up, then you're here, all right? But if you can't even get those knees up, then all you're doing is lifting the hips, all right? Then you're gonna lower down, slide those hands out, pinkies on the floor, feet are together. Face, you're looking straight down at the floor. And then from here, you're going to lift your arms up and off of the floor, maybe even that chest a little bit, and lower them back down. That's your straight movement, just that lift. That's gonna activate the back side of your core, very important in that lower back strength, all right? Then we're gonna pull it in, and we're gonna lift from here into a plank position. If you can't get to that plank position, you're on your knees, okay? Now, I'll show you the harder option first. You want to get that rotation in. So we're reaching just for that opposite heel with the right hand. Now, if you can't get to that heel, you're going to be at that knee until you can lift those hips higher. If you can't lift that hand up, you're just going to work on that hip lift, not that rotation lift. Yeah. And if you can't get into here, you're going to work on this back and forth movement, and if you can manage to get up onto those toes in between each one, then you're here. So there's a lot of different options there, okay? You've got, in order to progress to reaching for those ankles or those knees, you gotta first get those other movements, okay? So work on that. Remember, it's not about what you can't do, okay? All too often we focus on what we can't. Focus on what you can do, and then progress from there. All right, let's start in that forearm plank position. So get set to lift those hips up, and then either a knee or both knees, and go. Okay, so once again, lift the hips up first. You might only stay here. Maybe lift one knee and see how that feels. Lift the other one, see how that feels. And then if for some reason you're struggling, drop one knee down.
If you're struggling there, drop the other knee down. But no matter where I put my knees, my hips are staying in a solid position. So I want you to think about that. Think about how tight all those muscles are. Remember, just as tight as those fists might be. All right, lower the knees down, drop the hips, slide the arms out, pinky fingers on the floor, the head is lifted, feet are together. Now lift the arms up and even the chest a little bit off the floor if you can. Lower those pinkies back to the ground. So think about each one. Get that deep breath. Exhale and lift, and then lower it down. And if you need to rest there longer, rest longer. Okay, this is your straight lift movement. You are thinking about activating through that lower back in order to get those arms up and off of that floor. Good, slide those hands in, lift up onto the knees, and again, if you can, on the toes, and then you're going to reach right hand to that ankle. Okay, now, if you get the legs wider, you have a more solid position. So if you're this close, that's going to be harder. Get wide, and that's going to make it easier for you, and it's going to give you more of a rotation. But remember, if that's too much, you can just do that hip lift with wider feet. Again, going to make it easier. Lower down all the way. Get onto those forms, lift that chest up, lift those hips up, and then see if you can lift one or two of those knees. Now I want you to really focus on that muscle engagement here. So first thing you want to do, what are we focusing on today? The core. Hold that belly tight like you're wringing it out from the inside. And then I want all those other muscles to follow. Quads, those glutes. Start to squeeze them really, really, really tight, just as tight as you're wringing out that belly. But again, think about pulling that belly super tight. Good, drop the knees, drop the hips, slide the arms out, pinky fingers on the ground, feet together, and lift those arms up. Chest coming up if possible with. If not, just get the arms up best you can. And lower back down. Take a rest in between each one if you need to. Make sure you got breath. And again, you might not barely even be able to get those arms off the ground today. Again, don't worry about it. Do what you can. All right, so you might, again, just be here, okay? Or even keep the knees down here. You might just be here. Remember, get those feet wider. That's going to help, okay? You might be able to tap the knee, or if you can, all the way into that ankle. But we should be doing the left hand to the right ankle this time, or right knee. So you're doing the opposite. Reach for it. Good, and now we gotta come back down. Lift up from your forearms, and then lift the hips, and then lift the knee or both knees, and you're holding. Stay right there. And then once you get in position, start to think about the activation. Wring out the inside of that core. Squeeze those quads, those glutes. Make some tight fists. Think of everything being super activated. How still and how tight can you be? Lower the knees, drop the hips, slide the arms out, pinky fingers to the floor, feet together, and go. Lift, and lower down. Think about each one. And again, if you can barely get up, just think about, like, even if you just get those pinkies up a little bit and then you drop. Okay? If that's what you're doing today, you'll be stronger next time. You've got to start somewhere. So just focus on where that is today. Do what you can. Good. Slide it in. Lift it up into that full plank. Again, now we're taking the right hand and we're reaching for that left knee or ankle, getting that little rotation as we lift the hips. Or again, just lifting the hips and up and down. See if you can maybe get a knee in between every other one. Okay, you don't have to be there yet, but that's the goal. Strong through that center. And we got one more time. Lower down. Lift up from the forearms. Hips up first, and then decide if you can lift a knee or knees. If not, you're keeping those knees down. Start to activate all those muscles of the center, the quads, the glutes. Breathe. Lift your chest up and away from that floor. Don't let your body sink. Push through those forearms on the floor and lift your chest up. Good. Lower the knees, lower the hips, slide the arms out, pinky fingers on the floor, feet together, and lift right here. Again, not easy work, especially if your centers are weak. If your core is weak, all these exercises can be super tough to do. Good, slide it in, press it up once again, either here to the toes, or rocking those hips here, getting that knee with that left hand, or maybe you can get all the way to that ankle. Remember, the wider the feet are, the easier it's going to be to do this movement. More stable base for the feet are wider. You guys are all done. Stay right here. And we are going to go through a little bit of a pull down. Let's bring it onto all fours. Get those wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. And let's tuck that chin in and round out that spine. Look up and hollow it out. Tuck the chin in, round it. Look up and hollow it out. Two more, tuck it in, round. Look up, hollow it out. One more time. Good, nice and easy. We're gonna walk those hands in towards the feet. Allow the body to come up and roll that back all the way up to that standing position. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Stay right here, take those hands on those thighs. Hinge forward through the hips and hold. And take that little spine, rounding right here. Open up that vertebrae, flatten it down, roll it all the way up, allow the head to come up last. Once you come up, take those feet out a little wider. Let's inhale up, hold here, lower down the left, give me a nice stretch through that side, lengthen all the way up. And release, let's take a deep breath in both arms, lower down the right, lengthen through that left arm, really feel that stretch all the way up. And release, let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale. One more time in. Exhale. And you guys are all done. Now that's how you activate that core from several angles. So we hit the core all the way around, but then also in different ways. With an isometric hold, working internally with that movement, okay, to work that straight movement you might have, hinging, lifting, side to side. Okay, and then that rotational movement that we had, that your body all needs to do on a daily basis. It needs to hold you in position. It needs to move you. It needs to rotate you. So very important that you get that nice isolated core work done. Activate that center in a way that it needs to be in order to make your body more functional in your everyday movement. So awesome job today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I know some of this might have been difficult for you, but once again, focus on what you can do, not what you can't do, okay? And then you start to perfect what you can do, and you make your way closer and closer to some of those movements and those goals, okay? So awesome work. Tomorrow, we're going to bring it into the upper body, but we're gonna have a little bit of another focus class working on back and chest, okay? And we'll get a little bit of intensity in there as well. Friday, we'll add more intensity in order to pick that cardio back up again. But tomorrow, we'll have kind of another focus day getting back and chest. So we get the front and the back all right here in that upper body, okay? All right, good job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, if you liked it, save it, okay? Because this core activation, super critical. super critical in all of the work you do throughout your classes. You get that core stronger, all of your movement's gonna be better. So save it, share it for people who need that core work, okay? And then make sure you come back to this page, do the classes with me, and again, you can click on videos and get all the videos there. So if you don't save them, they're still available for you to have every day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Awesome work, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.